Good evening everyone, and welcome to the Elite Encounters RPG / Colin Ford Miniatures Rules Playtest session number 3. Well, there's no one actually viewing at the moment, so I'm not going to go on too long with this intro, but because it's going to go up on YouTube, then I'll introduce it as normal. What this is, for anyone who hasn't seen this before or hasn't watched the previous videos, is the illustrious Colin Ford and I have designed some miniatures combat / vehicle combat rules that are going to be a hybrid rule set that will be used with the Elite Encounters RPG, and if a license is granted by Frontier, by Colin in a separate miniatures game which he will produce and publish himself. We are doing the third playtest tonight of the rules, including some ship stats changes that we've had, and some more equipment information that's on there. So we're testing some of the bigger weapons and some of the bigger ships and see how they play together. So, Colin, you can unmute yourself now and say hello.
Hello everybody.
So, yeah, on the screen in front of me at the moment is the stats for my side of the battle today. I'm just going to, if I hide that out of the way quickly, then you can see there the board for today's game. Colin will be playing with an Imperial Clipper, and I will be playing with a Fer-de-Lance and 2 cannon fodder Eagles. So, yeah, so ready to play then, I suppose. Without further ado, we'll go straight into it, because people complained that we waited on a bit too much at the start of the session last time. But then that's what the internet does, it complains. Apparently, yeah. Well, so basically let's get on with it.
Certainly. Right then, we have the first phase. Now, if I remember rightly, the way that this is going to work is that the 2 Eagles have the lowest tactics rating, so they will move first, followed by the Fer-de-Lance, and then finally the Clipper. Going on from there, the Clipper will fire first, the Fer-de-Lance will fire second, and then the 2 Eagles will fire last.
Yep, I'll have forgotten that by the next round. So.
Yeah. We have our dice, we have our ruler, and we have our wonderful little guide wheel thing.
Colin, your video has gone very jumpy.
Has it now?
It has.
Right. Okay, I will shut down a whole load of stuff which is running in the background.
Don't know whether it's you or me, to be honest. Let me just make sure I've got nothing else stupid that's running in the background.
Virus scan has just kicked in on my machine.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yep. How's that? Has that video sort of cleaned up a little bit?
Move around a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yep, still a little bit jumpy, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was.
Right, well that's obviously the virus scan.
Cool. That'll do it to you every time.
Yes, yes it will. Right. So, I guess what we need to do is assign power to each of our ships.
What we're doing tonight is Colin's Clipper and my Fer-de-Lance have an upgraded power plant, which is the advanced rules for the game, which means we have a Class A power plant giving us both extra 5 points of power to distribute amongst the systems. Now we need that because we have upgraded weapon systems as well, which aren't apparent on the sheets, on the little cards on the screen. And I don't know how to actually signify that. I can't remember. Colin's voice is very muted again. Hang on. Let me fix him. Make boost, but it's still in the same boost as it was last time. No, it's not, because I turned the actual volume down on the system because everyone said Elite Dangerous was extremely loud. Right, try again.
Is that better? Is that better, everybody? I hope so.
Oh, but blast it loud enough so that everyone's deaf now. They'll never hear anyone again.
Right. Well, I think what I will do is I'll actually take a PowerPoint out of weapons and I will put it into maneuvering.
They're still saying no. For God's sake.
They're still saying no.
Yeah.
Am I too quiet?
No, you're blaring for me. They are saying you sound quite muffled. You said it sounds like you're behind 10 cushions, and I will say I do agree, because you are slightly muffled compared to what you've been like on previous broadcasts.
Right, hang on a second. I will just check. I'll just check my microphone here. As per usual, this thing is playing up something wrong. Okay. Probably hear me good.
We can, yes.
I really got to get myself a new headset. I really don't like this thing.
Well, I'm contemplating the same thing, but I'm taking action towards that by selling off a load of Games Workshop stuff. I'm hoping I can make enough money to buy a headset and buy a wireless headset, hopefully, and a decent webcam.
Okay, I've just turned the microphone up to full. So I don't know whether or not people will hear me any better.
Well, you're slightly louder for me, not much, but again, I've ramped your volume up on OBS quite high, so it should help.
Okay then.
Everything's set okay.
Well, I do apologise if I'm too quiet. We might have to resort to
No, well, it'll do for the moment. Just everyone turn your volume up, and I'll turn myself down, which might help. Oh, wait a minute, I wonder if that'll help. How's that? Is that any better?
I wonder. Is it?
Just say stuff, let's see what he says.
Oh, hello, testing, 1, 2, 5. No.
Just waiting for the slow people on there to get back to us.
Oh, it's 20 seconds, isn't it? A lot can happen in 20 seconds. You can find that little switch that will get things to work.
Sounds the same. I've done all the same things I did last time you all started whinging about this stuff. Oh, God's sake.
We're 18 minutes in and we still can't get it. Sounds and lovely.
We're going to Skype. Options. Audio. Speakers.
This is where I end up blowing your ears up. Which could be taken the wrong way.
Perhaps he plugs his mic in, says Commander Ripped.
Oh,
Cheeky bastard.
Now that's a bit of a bad one. Bastards, isn't it?
Oh, that might do it.
Oh, what will do it?
Hang on. Let me just try some.
Again.
It might be, actually, it might be. Just let me check something here. The weird thing is I've got sound coming out of this headset. I set that as default. Right, try that. That's probably going to blow everybody's face off now.
Well, okay, I can put myself in that one. Wow.
Yeah, we may have to turn things down a little bit because that may just blow everybody's face off there. Yeah, let me know if you all are now deaf.
Like sign language. Right.
Well, we can't use Discord, Edarin, because we're using Skype for the video aspect. So it's Skype or nothing, I'm afraid. Not faffing about. Can you actually hear him at all? Is it just quiet? Because it... Because quite frankly, I'm hearing him extremely loud in my headset.
Too loud.
options. Audio. Speakers USB. Okay. Save. Okay then, let me try something else. Audio. Desktop audio. Oh, problem is that it doesn't apply until the next time you start streaming.
Oh, you haven't got that thing which automatically shuts the rest of the sound down by 80% or something, have you?
Nope.
Because that did me in for quite a while.
Alright.
Oh well.
Okay, I'm going to bounce the stream. That will hopefully sort it. So, back in a second.
That's good to know it's not my fault.
Right, let's see what happens now. Okay, we're back. Let's see what happens.
Can anybody hear me? I hope you can.
I hope you're very, very loud.
Well, you're hoping that I'm deafing people. Cruel sod.
There you go.
Is everyone happy?
Yeah, they're all deaf now.
Good! Excellent! So,
Right, okay.
shall we... Right, we've done power, haven't we? We've actually done one thing, which we've actually assigned the power to our systems.
You might have done.
Oh,
I've been
right.
faffing with settings.
Well, while you're doing that, I will put down my...
We'll turn you down a little again. Right.
Too loud.
Power allocation.
Yeah.
So power to...
Right.
Four. Okay, I've done power allocation, I think.
Excellent.
No, I
Okay.
haven't, 'cause I've done it all in the wrong fucking place.
Oh, lovely.
Try that again. That's more like it.
Oh, is that your layers getting in the way again?
That's my what, sorry?
Is that your layers getting in the way again?
No, it's just me not working out where my numbers are all stored, because I've got all the different settings for different things on one layer, on one text layer now, so that it's a lot easier to manage than it was last time.
Cool.
Move planner. Okay, right, I've allocated power, so now we can do the move planning.
We can do the movement. So, cannon fodder 1. Where would you like cannon fodder 1 to go?
Not done the planning of the movement yet.
Oh, right, okay.
Have you filled your little bit of paper in?
Oh, hang on. It's now saying that the connection between you is too slow for good video. Turn off your video for better sound quality. What?
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I am seeing on my Skype at the moment.
Weird.
Now that says to me that my connection for oh, don't tell me, Virgin Media has gone and sabotaged us.
Video's good though. Everyone's, and I can see it as well. It's smooth as a nut.
Okay, if you say so. We'll just hold on and hope that Virgin Media keep on going.
Well,
because I'm getting concerned.
I'll be the first one to tell you if something happens.
Okay.
This might be Virgin Media doing what they usually do, which is if you go over a certain amount of bandwidth, they cut your bandwidth, don't they?
Yeah. Unless, of course, my daughter is upstairs on her iPad watching the latest teen movie.
Well, go upstairs, take her iPad off her, and break it over her face. I mean, over the bed. La 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 la. Stop interrupting my stream, child.
And moving over any accusations of child abuse, we will move on swiftly to try and to say to Dave, make your move.
Sorry, yeah. Okay, I actually can't see anything on the screen because of all these different bloody windows. Okay. that can go. Get rid of that for a sec. Right. Okay. So my speed is 5 and 4. Oops.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask, which one of these two ships do you want them to be Colin Fodder 1 and Colin Fodder 2?
Do it from top down. So Cannon Fodder 1's on top, then Ferdinand, and then Cannon Fodder 2's on the bottom.
So, Colin Fodder 1 there?
Yeah, put something on it to recognise it as being that, possibly.
Okay, hang
So
on a
a
sec.
thumbs up token would have been useful.
Yeah, could have been. Hang on.
Edarin says that a far less child abusive way of sorting your daughter out is to lock her MAC address from the router.
Right, thank you. I'll bear that one in mind. Mind you, if my connection gets this low, I won't be able to play Elite Dangerous later.
No! I apologise if anybody can hear sounds of munching, but I am eating my tea at the same time as doing this tonight. Got a plan to have everything sorted out as food-wise in this house for 7 o'clock, and it all went tits up.
Best laid plans of mice and men and all that.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm just going to quickly move my chatty window out of the way, because it is kind of in the way where it is. And put it up the top. I apologise for the heavy breathing from Colin there.
Oh great, now I'm too loud. Everyone can now hear me breathe too loud.
Well, it's just me that's saying that, but yes, it's very loud. It's like you should turn around and say, I'm holding it now.
Yeah, I was actually going for a Darth Vader impression, but you had to go somewhere really to the dark side there, didn't you?
I'm in that kind of mood tonight, I think. I'm Mr. Inappropriate this evening.
Well, when aren't you Mr. Inappropriate?
Hey, I'm usually quite well behaved.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
so
trying
bad.
waiting the bad week. I know.
Right, I've done my move planning, so ready to go when you are.
I'm ready.
So, is it me first?
It is you first. It's both the Eagles go first.
Yeah, because my pilot sucks. Well, 4 straight ahead.
For both of them.
Yeah.
So move that straight to 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's him to there. And he moves. I've got to be careful of this one because we had a little bit of an accident with him earlier. Right. That's those two.
Okey-doke. Who's next? Is it me? Is it Ferdinand now?
Ferdinand is next.
Okay. He's doing exactly the same. 4 straight ahead.
Oh, that's nice and easy. Looks like we're going straight for the straightforward chicken run here. Four straight ahead.
Yeah.
Well, after that, you'll be surprised to know that the Clipper is doing exactly the same. 4 straight ahead. But be very careful with this model. Now, as you can see, no one is in range at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's planning the next maneuver. Oh, planning power first, actually.
Indeed.
What I'll be doing is I'm putting full power into weapons, so that's 5 points into weapons, 1 into maneuver, and 1 into shields.
Okay, done.
Done. Excellent. I'm going to plan my maneuver now.
I've done that as well.
I got a strange feeling I know what you're going to do.
Funny that.
Okay, I'm ready. Cannon fodder 1. What is your maneuver?
Everyone's going forward 4 and boosting.
Oh, and boosting. Right. So that means everyone goes forward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Okay. Well, in this case, the clipper is going forward 3, straight forward. To that. Right. At this moment in time, long range for the eagle, that eagle, extreme range for that eagle, and long range for the further lance on the clipper. And the clipper, it's obviously vice versa on this one as well. So long range for cannon fodder 1, long range for extreme range for cannon fodder 2, and long range for the further lance. So, I get to fire first. And I will be firing my 2. Right, I will just point out that at this moment in time we are testing the turret rules. Now these turrets mean that the turrets on the clipper get a full 360 degree fire arc, but they do not have what we call critical hits. So even if I roll a 6 on any of the damage that I do, it doesn't count. Which is a distinct advantage if you're on the receiving end of it.
Well, it helps.
Yeah, but they are beam lasers.
Yes, and how much damage do they do per turn?
Well, these are going to do 20.
Yeah, exactly, you see. That's where it all kind of falls apart. Because a critical hit is irrelevant when you've been smacked enough to actually destroy each of my ships in one shot.
Oh, no, I can destroy each of your ships in one shot, I'm quite sure. Right. Well, I'm going to be firing twice. The main guns against the further lance and the medium guns against the eagle.
Okay.
Now, at long range, this means that you'll also get extra dice for your defense. So, my gunnery skill at the moment is 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will not use my rank bonus, but because I'm firing twice, I've got to split the pool, haven't I?
You do.
Aha! Well, this is where it gets interesting. So, I'm actually going to use 4 dice against the eagle, cannon fodder 1, and I will use my extra elite rating and have 4 dice against the further lance. So, first one up against the eagle. One success.
Sorry, it just shows I haven't dug out my dice.
Oh, you're doing your dice, you don't trust mine?
I don't trust your dice suck. Your dice provide suction.
Yes, I can see that right here.
There's my box of elite dice.
Oh, you've got genuine elite dice.
I have. Of course I have.
I thought you'd managed to ship them all out yet.
Well, I've not shipped them all out, but I did actually order a set for myself as well.
Ah, right. Well, yeah. Author's prerogative and all that.
Indeed. I did pay for them, obviously. I didn't just say you guys can pay for it. Right.
Well.
That wasn't actually that bad.
What wasn't?
Aiming my camera at the dice.
Well, I can't actually see your camera, so you'll have to tell me. I'm having to take this on trust.
It's alright. I'm sure the people online will tell you if I'm taking the piss. Right, so, God, see this, right. I'll move the dice thing for the moment. So, what are you shooting at? The eagle?
The eagle.
With your weapon.
Yeah.
I've got gun rate of 4, no bonuses.
Pilot of 4.
Pilot of 4, sorry, no bonuses.
But you do get 1 extra dice for range, because it's long range.
Cool. That would be 4 successes by the look of it.
Well, looks like those turrets aren't very good at tracking. Right, at this point here, the main guns will go in towards the further lands. And again, that's 4 dice on this attack. Ooh, again, 1 success. What was you saying about suckage?
Your dice provide suction.
Yes, well there you go. 1 shot, 1 successful attempt on the further lands.
So that is piloting of 7, and I've got a +1. I'm not going to use the +1. I don't think I need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Engage dice cam. So many things to juggle.
Hey, I'm moving models about if that's of any help.
One, 2, 3.
Absolutely fine.
Disengage dice cam. Never use someone else's dice as Commander Ripped.
Or never have anybody else roll for you.
Indeed. Can't trust anybody these days.
Even though I'm probably the most trustworthy person on the planet.
Yeah. If you can't trust a Scotsman living in Manchester, who can you trust?
Hey, don't dox me, thank you. Oh no, actually that's on my public profile. I'm in Manchester land, so that's not a problem.
I could really do with a dice tray, apparently. Well, everyone's a bloody, see what I mean? Everyone's a bloody critic. Nothing but criticism all the time on the bloody internet. This is why I think of all the comments and shit on the Kickstarter.
I think that was more of a helpful suggestion.
That's not helpful. It's just moaning. You and your bloody sound and you and your bloody shit. Moaning.
Oh dear.
Moany faced bunch of lovely people that I like broadcasting to. Right.
Money McMoney face.
Indeed, that's Commander Rip's other name. There, will that do? That'll keep your moaning face happy.
Oh, I do apologise. He has had a very bad week.
Don't you apologise for me, boy.
You're calling me boy? Oh no, that's rich.
You're only as old as the man you feel. That's what I say. I mean women.
Freudian slip there.
Not even Freudian, mate.
Oh, Jungian then.
Right then.
Okay. The further lands gets to fire.
Right. It's got a
And at this point, can't he fire his biggie?
I do believe he can.
Because you're directly in the fixed arc. I am in the fixed arc, so that means, shit, I've probably got a plasma cannon coming my way.
Well, you've got whatever it is the group 1 is. So yes, you have a plasma cannon coming your way. That's damage 8, isn't it?
Yes.
Which still isn't damage 20, so slight bias there. Okay. I'm going to obviously use my entire gunnery skill and my CRB, which is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Engage dice cam. Dice cam engaged. 1, 2, 1. Oh shit! 2 successes.
2 successes. Well, I have a pilot skill of 7. So I am going to be using 4 dice from that pilot skill, and I'm going to add the 1 for range. So that gives me 5. And oh, hang on, 2 successes for me, which means that's half damage.
Half damage, indeed.
So the Clipper, first blood to the Fer-de-Lance. So that's now down to 9. Okay. Are you firing anything else from the Fer-de-Lance?
No, because I've used all my attack.
I've
used all my gunnery dice.
You have.
Threw it all into 1.
Good plan. Right.
Now, Cannon Fodder 1 is in long range, isn't he?
He's in long range, yes.
He's going to take a pop.
He's going to take a pop, right?
He is.
1, 2, 3.
Something with that box is fishing all the dice out of it afterwards.
Right, I will use 2 of my pilot skill with a range
God.
bonus of what?
I'm eating off a big plate, and the big plate keeps hitting the keyboard and pressing the spacebar, which means nothing works. So when I try and click on stuff with the mouse, because it's repeatedly pressing space, nothing happens. And I'm saying, why is it not working? It's broke! And no, it's my big plate.
You and your big dinners.
Yeah, it is a big dinner actually. It's curry. I'm having curry. Where was I? Card
You were attacking me with 4 dice.
4 dice. He doesn't have any bonuses or anything to add, and you get a bonus defense dice, don't you?
I do have 1. I'm going to use up
2 successes.
2 successes. Well, I'm going to use 3 dice. Oh, this is getting worrying now. Oh, I get 3 successes there. So the eagle misses. But I've only got 1 dice left in my piloting pool.
Yep, other eagle's going to have a go as well at extreme range.
Okay, but I do get 2 extra dice there for range, so I'm still on 3. But
3 successes.
ooh, even at this point, I'm going to take half damage. I only get 1 success, so that is how much?
4.
4. My goodness, the shields have just absolutely collapsed under that barrage.
Was that a sarcasm?
No. I'm down to 5 shields.
Ooh. Actually, that's better than I thought I would do.
Well, no, I did say that even though you have smaller ships, the fact that you have to split your defense pool, and if you've got multiple weapons, split your firing solution, your gunnery pool, that does put a big single ship at a disadvantage.
That's a good point. Good point, well made.
And nope, that's a good point, well made.
FDL rocks. Oh dear.
FDL rocks.
Yeah, Commander Rip's just written, now we're talking FDL rocks, which is ironic because the FDL didn't do the best attack.
No.
It was actually the little eagle tagging on the end that managed to get the best hit.
Yeah, it's Cannon Fodder 2 managed to get a full hit, while the FDL only got a partial.
Indeed.
So, at this point, I guess it's planning the next manoeuvre.
Indeed it is.
Hmm.
Move planner.
Well, also power first.
Okay, done.
Okay. What I've done is I've moved 1 power into shields. So I'm beginning to wonder whether or not that'll actually help. And I've got, pardon me.
I've just realised something. I may actually, you may have to take away a couple of those damage points from the last turn because I didn't have my plasma cannon fully powered.
What do you mean? You're supposed to have them fully powered. I gave you all the power to power them.
But I had actually 2 points in. I had a point in shields and a point in manoeuvrability and engines as well. So I had 4 in firepower.
But that's that's all you fired, then that's enough to fire it at full strength.
Is it?
Yes.
Right, fair enough then. I'm not worried.
Yeah, you should have a power of 8. It should be enough to fire all your weapons. That's why I gave it to you.
Yeah, I do, right, yeah.
We designed this game. How often do we have to discuss it? Okay. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Which one do you want to go next? Well, yeah, it's obviously the Eagles first.
Well, they're all doing exactly the same, so they're all going to go nowhere. They're going to sit exactly where they are.
Oh, right, so you have now decided just to slam on the brakes and put them all on hold.
Indeed.
Right. Okay. This will be interesting. In my case, I'm moving speed 3, port 2. Which puts me ooh, damn models. Move very, very carefully up to there, roughly.
That's the status there for Colin's ship, by the way, just in case anyone's interested.
I wonder what's going to happen now.
I wonder.
Yes. At this moment in time, the Eagle, I think, yeah, that is... Oh, it's still in long range, actually. That's a surprise. The Fer-de-Lance, however, is now in normal range. And that ship there is now at long range. So, Cannon Fodder 1 and Cannon Fodder 2 are both at long range. And the Fer-de-Lance is at medium range. Which means I'm going to change the target I was originally going to do. And having learned my lesson from last time about splitting, you splitter!
Splitter!
I will fire with only my gunnery skill of 6 against the Fer-de-Lance, but it will be the beam turret cannons. So, I'll pick that off the floor. We got 1, 2, 2 successes against the Fer-de-Lance.
Oh dear. Fer-de-Lance has a piloting skill of 7.
Is he? I thought you got a pilot skill of 6.
No, Fer-de-Lance is piloting 7. Pill 7. Sure, that's what your document said as well. That's not lying.
Okay, carry on.
I'm not going to use my extra dice. I'm going to save that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You would not believe that. Jesus. One success.
Oh dear. 20 damage.
Jesus bloody Christ. Okay. That's really not when I wanted that bad roll to happen. So anyone who's bought any of the elite dice, you really don't want to use them. Because they are shit. Right, okay. That means that the Ferdinand is now down to 0 hull.
Oh, Jesus.
See what I mean? All it takes is you to get one shot in and that's it. All these ships are gone.
Well, you wanted it deadly. I didn't want it to be this deadly, but wow. So basically, the Fer-de-Lance is now at the moment dead in space, and you get a repair roll.
So that's the Fer-de-Lance. Okay. Dice cam off. Systems. Dice
We do systems
on
later.
again. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tired away.
I know. You want to save your Fer-de-Lance, I know.
I do.
But your Eagles have a chance of revenge.
They do.
And they could have target locked.
They could have, and they both forgot.
Yes. Which
They're not-
brings my... Yeah.
They're not very good at this game, are they?
No, well, they are harmless.
Yeah, not as harmless as the bloody person in control.
Not saying a word.
Surrounded by little buggers at the moment, sarky buggers at the moment, am I? Okay. Right. One of the things that we did kind of say that I do remember was that the theory is that this is all done simultaneously.
Right.
So the Federland should get a shot.
Not if it's dead in space.
Let me just double check that, just in case I've got that wrong. Oh, come on. Okay, it's decided to run like a dog for some reason.
Probably because you've got OBS running like crazy.
No, I'm on a different computer with this.
Oh.
Close that. Close that. Ooh, Chrome's filled up its memory block.
Ah, that's why. Maybe I should have just given it pulse lasers turrets.
Come on. Apologies
I'll
for
see.
the delay here, people.
I'll just see whether or not I can actually get it up any faster than you.
You should really rephrase that slightly.
Oh, you had to go there, didn't you?
Always.
Oh man, this is worse than a Dockers read through. Actually, no, nothing's worse than a Dockers read through. Automatic traumatization.
Oh, come on. Should maybe really close this Chrome window down. It's been open for about a week.
Whee! Right, rules are loading up now.
Defending ship deducts the damage value for the weapon groups from shields, and if shield is reached to 0, hull. If defending ship is reduced to hull -1 for the first time, counter is turned over or miniature base is laid on its side to indicate it's on the verge of destruction. Player in control of that ship is allowed to make 1 attack on their turn.
Oh, right. Okay, then. So you still have your attack.
Yeah, I have 1 attack. So if I was going to split it between 2 different ships with 2 different weapons, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd only be able to make 1 attack. That's the penalty of having your hull in bits.
Okay.
But before that the way it's meant to, the mechanics meant to work is that you get a shot off before you get a shot in return, essentially. So you get to have a bit of a retaliation as you get hit.
Well, we're not going to put the miniatures on the side because we've got a little token to signify that you hammered a bit.
Yep. So use that instead.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll make my
the broken token.
My last ditch attack. For my hull crumples. What's my stats again? Gonna read 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put my extra elite point in there as well for 7 dice.
Giving you 7 dice, okay.
1, 2, 3 successes. That's not very good.
Right. Okay, in that case, I'm going to use.
You are meant to declare how many dice you're going to use in retaliation before I make the roll.
Oh, right. Well, in that case, I was going to use 5. So 5 dice.
Okie doke.
1, 2, 3 successes. So again, it's half damage.
Oh. You've gone Jericho vision again, by the way.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh. Hang on. That will probably be Skype. That will probably be Chrome. There we go. See if that's helped.
Move around now. Yep, that's fixed it.
Bloody Chrome. Right, so half damage again. That means that I am down to what, 4? That's 4 points of damage off my shields, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, we are now to
8. Sorry, 8.
No, it was half damage because you got 3 successes and I got 3 successes.
4. Sorry, yeah.
So
I was thinking about something else. I was thinking about Australian rules.
You were wishful thinking. That's what you were doing.
Yeah, Australian rules.
Right then. So it's your eagles' turns now.
They're both going to do their thing as well. We'll do Colin Ford 1 first.
Okay. So he has 4 dice.
Gun Ray 4, no bonuses. Oh yes! Look at that! 4 successes.
4 successes, which means that I've got 4 dice. Now I'm going to be using 4 dice for each of these because I'm using 1 of the pilot skill, 1 for range. Oh, hang on, no, it's 3 dice, isn't it? Balls. Used 5 for that. I've got piloting of 7, so it's 1 for range. So right, that is an automatic hit for the eagle. For that eagle, so that has now taken me down. No shields. And let's see. Down to 10 hull. Are any of those 6s?
No.
Right.
You
okay.
lucky bastard. The irony of this all, of course, is the fact that I was whinging blue murder about the eagles being shit.
Yes.
Before we started this stream, and what has actually done all the damage?
The eagles, yes. Right, so again, we're going to have 3 dice to defend with, and against your 4 dice to attack with.
Indeed. 2 successes this time, no 6s.
And I have 2 successes this time.
Half damage.
So, half damage, so that's 8 points of damage so far.
No crits.
But still no crits. But the third lance is in a very bad way. But then again, I'm now down to 8 hull.
So I'm going to I'm going to attempt to repair now.
Yep, you can attempt to repair. Actually, you can attempt to repair whenever you're damaged, can't you?
I'm not sure.
thought that-
I think you can. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so, right, I've got a repair of 4, so I'll do the same. See if I can get a hull point back.
What have you got to roll to get a repair?
1/6 out of your...
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I have 2 6s in mine, so I get one hull point back, so I'm up to 9. Which means I can probably take damage for this turn at full whack from these 2 ships, but I've got to make sure that they don't. So the Fer-de-Lance at the moment is, as we say, dead in space.
Well, the ferry's on -1.
No, it's on 0.
No, it's on -1.
Is it?
No, it isn't.
So-
0. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So it is dead in space.
It is, yes.
Mm.
Held together with string and duct tape.
Very much so. Okay,
Okay. Next.
let's do the power thing again.
Okay, I can't do anything with the ferry at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Power, I'm not. Am I?
Well, I'm doing something a bit weird.
What do I say happens if you put an extra point into firepower?
You can either power up another hard point, which, remember, Eagles have 2. They've got the missiles, but you haven't declared a missile lock yet.
Well, I haven't moved yet, have I?
No, true, but
Not
I
that
am
one.
reminding you of your options.
Yes, I remember very well now, having forgot it once. What a twat.
Yes,
Never mind.
yes,
Okay.
that's why I gave your ship bloody missiles in the first place.
Yeah. Told you, I like writing games. I'm not very good at playing them.
Right, well, my power setup's a bit different this time. Nothing into shields. I'll put it 1 in extra into maneuver and everything else into weapons.
Not. I'm taking power out of engines and putting it into weapons.
Okay. You do realise that takes 1 away from your piloting role.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Right, done.
Okay. You know, I'm going to say this, but I think the beam weapons, the large beam weapons, are too powerful.
I don't know. I mean, it's well, it probably is actually, to be honest.
Might have to look at just toning them down a little bit, because I wouldn't have thought that 1 massive hit from a clipper, a clipper, is going to be enough to take out a Fer-de-Lance.
Not in one hit, I wouldn't have thought. No.
No, because that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that afterwards. So movement then.
Yep, movement. Okay. What
The
are you
Eagles
guys doing? Yes.
are again not going to move, but they are going to get missile lock.
Okay. How did we do the thing for the missile lock? Is that
If it's within the gimbaled arc,
yes?
then it's an automatic lock. And you
Right.
put a lock token on the base of the ship for each one that's got a lock.
Ah, here we are. Right. Lock.
No, you put it on your ship.
Alright, my ship. Oh yeah. Duh.
How long have you spent writing these rules?
Oh, shut it, you.
Revenge. Or should I say, revenge?
Yes. Because the Clipper's called the Senator's Revenge.
As you can see. Okay.
Okay. Right. Well, in that case, I mean, I'm just going straight forward. 3.
Okay.
So, actually, no. I'm going straight forward 4. Sorry. So that's to there. So at this moment in time, after all that, it's just outside short range, so it's still in medium range. And of course oh, hang on a sec. It's still able to hit, but only slightly, but at long range. I thought that would have gone down to medium, but never mind. So, now you guys have put a target lock on. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to concentrate, which means I get a +1, which I'm going to put into my evade, but it takes away +1. It takes away 1 from my gunnery.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I am going to open fire with my main guns on a cannon fodder 1 with I've got a gunnery of 6, which was reduced down to 5.
Yep.
And I'll then pump that up with both of my elite ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I get, oh, for crying out loud, I get 2 successes. Oh man.
The spammage is unreal at the moment.
Spammage?
Spammage. Spammage? Is it spam? How spammy I am.
Oh, you mean jammy?
Jammy!
Yes.
Sake, Jesus. So I'm losing 1 from piloting because of assigning an engine back.
Yep.
So I only get 3.
3 dice. Oh,
3
still
dice.
chance of hitting. Come on. Roll rubbish.
Oh, I did. I rolled rubbish.
Oh, excellent.
Oh dear. 1 success.
Oh dear. So I'm afraid that eagle takes a full 20 points of damage.
It does. Bye bye. He doesn't even get a retaliatory strike.
Nope,
'cause
definitely
he's
not.
blitzed.
Pop goes the eagle. But that is my go.
Phew. Thank buggery for that.
Oh, actually, no, I was going to fire twice. No, you know what? I'll leave it for the moment.
Okie dokie. My go then.
Yep, cannon fodder 2.
Okay, you know what he's going to do. He's going to launch his missile at you.
Okie dokie. Now, a missile has a piloting roll of what? Is it 4 or 6? I can't remember.
Equal to its damage.
Yes. So, what's its damage?
I don't know. A missile, so that's 6, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So I'll use all my piloting for this, which also includes an extra +1 for the concentration, because I kind of knew there's going to be a missile incoming. So off you go.
Come on, click the right thing. There we go.
Oh, could have declared.
Fuck's sake. 1 success.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes. Phew. And I didn't even fire off my chaff.
And I'll fire my main weapon as well.
Yes, you can.
I know I can.
Oh, balls. No, that's a point, because if I'd known that you were firing off your main weapon as well, I would have changed my gunnery, my evade roll. Now, did we see that you've got to declare all your attacks in one go?
No, we didn't, because you don't.
Yep, okay.
Because you won't be able to read an opposing pilot's mind.
Yep, okay. Right, okay then.
Which is the same reason why I said that you have to declare your defense dice before I say I'm splitting anything. Or
Right.
before what I say I'm doing. Because we can't read each other's minds.
Balls.
Okay, so how many dice have I got for this? Is it 4? Don't have any extras to add.
Well, I've got 1 for defense, and I've got 1 left over on my elite rating bonus, so I'll be rolling 2.
Don't bother.
Oh.
No successes.
Oh, phew. Okay. So, do we now roll a repair roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, I got a 6!
Hang on. I haven't got anything this time. So that means your ship is now up and the third Lance is back in the game.
Only just.
Only just. But it could be enough to swing it.
I doubt it. Where's my stat page? Damage. 1!
Right. While you're planning all that stuff out, I just need to pop away for a second.
No, I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
You're going nowhere. Now on you go.
Right, okay. I will be back in a second. You have to entertain everybody. Go!
There you go, done. Has anyone seen the floppy-eared elephant impersonation that I do? La 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 la. No. Sorry, yes. I'm going to have to entertain you guys on my own now, which I'm used to, because I do streaming anyway, don't I? So you'd think I'd be good at this kind of shit. But, yeah. I'm not going to. Just give me a second. I'm just going to actually put some music on, because I meant to put some music on at the start of the stream, and I totally forgot, because I always totally forget to put the music on. So I'm not very bright. There we go. A little bit of the Elite Dangerous soundtrack, which is nice. So how is everyone? You've all gone very quiet over there in chat. Progress on the game is going okay. Obviously this is the third playtest of the miniatures rules, which is going to iron out hopefully the last little bits and pieces of the rules that we need to sort out. You've seen so far that obviously some of the larger weapons are a little bit overpowered, which I did wonder about with beam lasers, because upping the class of the weapon and upping the type of weapon that it is actually both improves the damage that it'll do. So what that means is that it kind of incrementally increases the damage that's done, and in this case it seems to see that it's gone up. So yeah, Ripped, yeah, thank you for your invite today, by the way, to the thing in Barnsley. I very much appreciate the invitation, but as I say, I really need to be all hands on deck, which is all my hands on my deck, to get this game done, because it's a fairly tight deadline that I've got to meet, compared to, well, when you consider the amount of stuff that's still got to get done. I've only got a few weeks left to get it done, so I need to knuckle down. So weekends away and away doing trips and so on until the end of May. Probably not a great idea. So thank you, but no thank you. Most appreciated. Oh, he's back.
I am back.
Actually, everyone stop talking about him now.
Sorry about that. And I sort out a few things before the missus gets home, which will probably be in a few minutes, and that's probably when we'll have to end the session, I'm afraid to say.
Oh well, looks like it's all going your way anyway, so we should be done before she gets back, I think.
Well, I've only got 9 hull, and to tell you the truth, all it takes is one lucky hit, doesn't it?
Not really, because I don't have enough damage points that I can do to you to actually take you down in one go. You've got 9 hull, I've got maximum damage I can do to you is 8.
Yeah, from the further lands, but you've also got your eagle as well.
Yeah, if I remember to get them to lock on.
If you remember to, yes. Right then. Well, I'm keeping mine the same, so I am 2 power into engines and everything else into guns. And you guys are doing exactly the same, you're just staying there. However, what I'm going to be doing is I will be moving.
How do you know I'm just staying there?
Well, that's what you told me earlier, wasn't it?
No, I didn't tell you what I was doing.
Oh, right, fair enough then. Or I can remove the broken token off the further lands.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
But it does mean that if I get... well, I've not been reduced to -1 yet, have I? So does that mean that if I get reduced to -1, that means I'm okay?
Well, no, you're on 1 at the moment, which means that you are okay.
Yeah,
It says
if I get reduced down to -1, which is what we said, if you got reduced to -1 once,
yes.
if you got reduced to that again, you were broken. But because I've only been down to 0, does that mean that if I get reduced to -1 now, then I'm okay?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah,
It's all coming up roses for Selezen. Yay!
Okay, let's see if you'll say that in the next half hour. Right, okay
The
then.
next 5 minutes, I would think.
Okay, I'll just plan my manoeuvre. Your turn. Have a think.
Yeah, I've already planned it. You were right. I'm not doing anything.
Oh, you sod. Right.
I am, however, going to spin around a bit. So that's it, really.
You can spin around a bit. If you're at 0, you've got to keep the same heading.
But ships can spin in the spot.
No, they can't. If you have come to a dead stop, that's it. You're at a dead stop. Have you tried moving your ship in Elite Dangerous when you're at a dead stop? It crawls. You wouldn't be able to change heading in time.
You can maybe put a rule in that you can change it by 1 facing. And some ships actually do have a very good yaw rate.
Only the Eagle.
I'm in an Eagle. There you go.
Nice try.
In all seriousness, that might be something worth adding.
If I were you, then I would go reverse. If you want to try and keep me in your firing arc,
Um,
I'm going to give you the opportunity to consider your
Very
maneuvers.
kind of you, but no, I'm not going to cheat. I've missed my opportunity.
Oh dear.
You know what, I'm
Right.
not going to move. Are you still within my gimbaled arc?
If I manoeuvre where I'm wanting to manoeuvre, which is 4 starboard 1, I'm going to end up.
But it doesn't matter where you end up, it's where you start after I end my move.
Yes, but your moves, you say you're not moving.
Yeah, so I'm wanting to know, as things stand at the moment, at the end of my non-move,
Yes.
where I can do my special action,
Oh,
is
right.
your ship still within my gimbaled arc?
Yes, it is. If you are referring to your Eagle for a missile lock, then yes, it is.
Indeed. Therefore, put that missile lock token on your bad boy.
It's right there.
Phew.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Lance can't do much, he doesn't have any missiles. Poor bugger.
No.
Commander Ripped, have you ever thought about adding asteroids? Yes, I have, Commander Ripped. Funny you should say that, but we have actually just this week added obstacle rules which include asteroids. We just haven't got any in the play session. We were going to put them in actually, but we forgot, didn't we?
Yeah, that was one thing I did forget about doing today, which is a bit of a shame.
It's a bit.
Because I would have liked to have seen these big ships manoeuvre around them. It would have been it would have been hilarious. So that's where we are.
Interesting.
Interesting. Which, unfortunately, I have to say that you are now out the gimbaled arc of the Eagle,
That's right, yeah.
but your missile can still launch.
That's right.
But I am still in the gimbaled arc of the Further Lance.
Where are you measuring that from?
From the guidelines. Remember, on each of these bases, I have effectively this, so that I can actually see which is the fixed arc and which is the gimbaled arc.
When you've got a ship that has multiple bases, which base do you actually use as the point of movement? Because it's supposed to be the front base.
That's right.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So you have to use the arc that's on the front base.
Yes. But you've got to remember that the ship that I'm flying has turrets, 360 degrees.
So where do the turrets measure from?
Basically, I've always done it from the front base.
So the front of the front base.
Well, no, actually anywhere on the front base.
That's something we'll have to clarify then, because I don't think we've clarified that anywhere. We've clarified it that for gimbaled and fixed weapons, we do it from the front of the front base.
Yes.
But for turrets, because they look all the way around, we haven't actually put a rule in to say you have to use this point as your measuring point.
Okay. Yeah. That's if we need to clarify that, that's fine. So at this moment in time, we're going to go with let's see. Yeah, we're just going to do one shot.
So where are you measuring that from then? That's not the front of the front base.
No, it said anywhere on the front base. That is the front base here. The back base is here. The front base is up here.
Right, so you're measuring from the front of the base that is pointing in the direction that you want to fire?
No, anywhere, because it's a turret.
Okay, fair enough then.
Yeah. If it was fixed or gimbaled, then yes, it would be out the front base like that.
Yeah, so you don't really have to worry about where the arc is, do you? It's just measuring it from the base to get the distance.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then. Okay, I think that might actually be in there already, so we should check that.
Yeah.
Just clarified that if we need to.
Yeah, because there is a rule addendum for as far as huge ships are concerned. That's the Corvette and the Clipper, because they are so massive. Basically, it has to come from the closest base. Otherwise,
yeah.
Put it this way: the guns couldn't reach the back of the ship. That's the problem with it.
Yeah.
But in this case,
this is why I suggested that the ship scales could be reduced a little for the miniatures.
And to which I reply, no, because I want awesome big sodding ships. That's what I want. I don't know if anybody else would like awesome ships that are big. Mind you, we did.
Let's put it to the 2 active people in the chat, or the 3 active people in the chat. What do you think? Would you rather have big ships or smaller ships? Looking at how the sort of board looks at the moment, how the miniatures rules would, how the miniatures game that Colin's doing would kind of work. These are the scales he's thinking about doing for each ship. Do you think that would work at that kind of size? Remember that obviously the Imperial Clipper isn't the biggest ship. The biggest ship would be sort of twice that size and held up with 3 bases.
Well, let's see. An Anaconda at the moment would actually be, I think, 26 centimeters long. So that's what you're looking at for an Anaconda. For a
Motherships, Edrin says.
What's that?
Motherships, Edrin says.
Motherships.
I don't know what he means. I don't know what he means at all.
He probably wants us to do a Thargoid mothership, doesn't he?
Yeah. Either he's calling us motherfuckers in a very subtle way.
I think he needs his lisp looking at.
He says
right,
he says maybe too big, hee hee.
Maybe too big, hee hee.
Ripped! Come on, ripped! Ripped! Respond! You're usually gobby enough normally. Come on, say something! Throw your weight in the opinion ring here.
Yeah, well, you don't need to worry about it. It's not on the RPG rules for you to worry about these kind of things.
It's not, but that's one of the points I'm trying to make, is that it is one of the points of differentiation. That the scale that you're going to use for big ships is going to be like 3 bases long, which is 12 centimeters long. Whereas the equivalent in the RPG at the moment is still only going to be a 4 centimeter square base. I have put options in for some of the designs that large ships could be put onto an 8 centimeter square, an 8 centimeter long base, or an 8 centimeter wide base, depending on sort of what orientation the ship is. But it's still a lot smaller than what your option would be, and it would be kind of nice to try and get it as close as possible as we can get.
Well, my intention for this is we're actually playing on a half-size playing board when you're using big ships. What you're seeing here is a 3x3 playing area, or a meter square, and that's perfectly fine for smaller ships like the Eagles and the Cobras and maybe the occasional mid-range ship like the Fer-de-Lance and the Asp. But when you start moving up to bigger ships like the Clipper and the Anaconda, at that point you need the full play area, which is actually 2 of these, which is 6 foot by 3.
Well, there you go.
That was always the intention.
It's kind of a similar thing to the RPG, because the RPG concept is that you can play it anywhere, at any scale, at any size that you want to play it. You have a lovely map, a lovely little sort of mat, if you want to call it that, that you can use to play on. But you don't need to have one of them to play for this game or the RPG game. You can play it on just on a table, or a pacing table, or a carpet, or a bed, or a paving stone, or a tombstone, anything really. You could have part of a cap ship on a play area edge, like an area of denial for the enemy. Yeah, that's one of the sort of ideas that we did have for it, was that you could have things on the edge that are your home base. So if you have 2 sides who have 2 cap ships, you could recreate the Battle of Damocles. You could have a Federation cap ship on one side and a Empire cap ship on the other side, and everything in between is the battle zone between the 2 ships. So all your Imperial ships come from one side, all your Federal ships come from the other, and you can have a whole battle royal like that, which would be quite fun. That'd be a tournament kind of thing, wouldn't it? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, well, those kind of things, they're designing scenarios for the miniatures rules, which would include those kind of ideas. So there'll be a whole load of scenarios in there. Some saying, right, you have I don't know, a Cobra. It has to land somewhere over here, pick up some cargo. It's got to get to the other end. You only get one Cobra up, or the other player gets a lot of little weaker ships, and they've got to wear the Cobra down before it escapes off the board. If you see what I mean, you're not just limited to a straightforward deathmatch like we're doing now.
Yeah, and the way that I've written the book, I have put some very, very short 1-paragraph scenarios in there, just as.
Oh, someone's gone quiet.
Sorry. You saying I've just gone quiet? Colin?
You back? You
Colin?
back?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, you just disappeared completely.
Did I?
Yep.
Weird.
Completely. I thought, oh no, we've lost the stream. Someone's crossed the streams. Anyway, I'm going to fire this Clipper full whack into the Fer-de-Lance with its major beam laser turrets. I'm going to use full gunnery with full elite rating bonus, so that's 8 points plus an extra 1 dice for the close range. So we're talking 9 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are talking 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, and everything else are 1s.
So I've got 7 dice to try and combat this, with another dice for the elite rating. So wish me luck, everyone. You didn't wish me luck hard enough, guys.
Oh dear.
2 successes, but they were both 6s.
Oh, not good enough.
Bye, Fer-de-Lance!
Oh. I told you I should have taken the Fer-de-Lance and the 2 Eagles.
Yeah, because I told you that the Clipper was overpowered.
I think we'll definitely have to look at these beam lasers again. Okay, you firing your missile then?
I am. Kick that missile ass.
And in that case, I will use my entire 7 pilot gunnery. 7. Oh, what am I on about? My 7 dice
pilot gunnery. Whoa.
Yes.
Go for it.
Well, you first.
Oh,
you got to fire first. Yeah.
I'll put dice cam off again. That would be 1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. And I didn't even have to fire off my chaff. There you go.
Chuffing buggers.
Yep. Do you want to plan the next manoeuvre, or do we just know what's going to happen next?
I don't think there's much I can really do to get out of the way, is there? Because you've got a turret.
Yeah, well, that's the advantage of the turret. The only thing I think you can do is basically power your engines and try and get out of range.
Well, I'm going
because this thing will turn like a
yeah.
you know.
I'm going to overpower my engines, and I'm going to reverse as much as I can.
Reverse? Oh, interesting.
Which, if I remember rightly, was it half the thing, or was it the full? Did we say it was the full thing? I can't remember.
No, it was half.
It was half. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be 2, I think. I'll reverse 2,
Mhm.
and then I'll turn 1 arc to the side to sort of try and face you at least.
So you would move back something like that by 2. So that'd be along that line 1, 2.
Yep.
Liner up there. So you to there.
Yep.
At this moment in time, you can target lock if you wish.
I am gonna.
Okay, I put the token right there.
This is my last missile as well.
Yes, because you fired off 2. Because it's only a single weapon mount on that eagle. That means it only gets 3 missiles instead of the usual 6.
Is there a stat that lowers the success bar, so a 3 would be a success too? No, there isn't. There's nothing that reduces the successes at the moment, or the success level at the moment. But there are things that will make the difficulty higher.
Yes, stuff like chaff. Which actually, you know what? I will put in chaff as my special move on this one. Now that I've armed it up, and I am going to move forward 4 turn 3 because I've got an extra power point. So I'll line that up there along the 3 axis, and there we have it. So we're there.
Okey-doke.
And if we can quickly get the rules out of the way, then because we have a visitor.
Is Mrs. Defier back?
Yes, she is.
Hello, Mrs. Defier.
She's giving me that look of, oh, you're playing with your toys again.
Don't let her treat you like that, Colin.
Right then.
Be strong, man. Be strong. Right. Okay. Poor Arixax, the laptop's buffering. Should be watching it on something that's better than a laptop. I'm sorry. I do sympathise. Right. So I'm doing the missile roll. Is it at the moment, or what? What we doing?
No, I'm doing the whole
You're attacking with the turret.
shebang into you. Yep.
Yeah, and I can defend with 4.
6. Actually, you can defend with 5
Oh,
because
is there
it's
a
a long range.
A range bonus.
Yeah,
Yay!
long range. So I go in with 8.
One,
Oh, dear grief! 2 successes.
2.
2.
So at least 4 there. One success.
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
love of God.
is it.
The missile does get to launch though.
Oh, okay.
So as your laser beam smacks me in half, a missile shoots out of its turret, and it doesn't do too bad actually. That's
How many?
4, that's the best successes I've had so far. That's 4 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4 does half damage. So that would have been 3.
Did your chaff have any effect?
Yeah, hang on, it's a 4-5 on chaff, isn't it? Sorry, it's 5-6 on chaff.
Well, in that case, it was 1 success.
Ah, well in that case, no chance.
Fudge.
Right, well I'm afraid that means that was removed. And we'll have to draw this to an end.
That's it, done. Yep. Victorious again. Well done. Yet again, I've had my ass kicked. This seems to be becoming a habit.
Well, you need to work on the rules a bit better then, don't you? You need to put in something, if Selezen's playing, he automatically wins. You know, one of those kind of rules.
The Selezen special skill. If
Yeah.
name equals Selezen, then you win! No, that's silly. Yeah, cool. Okay, well that went okay. It wasn't as productive, not productive as such, but not as positive a test, because I think we've got some issues that we need to sort out with the bigger ships and the bigger
Yes.
weapons quite urgently. Because yes, that is extremely overpowered in comparison to what we've got available to defend with.
Mm-hmm.
The turret is very, very, very powerful in this game. It is very powerful, I think, because essentially it doesn't. Everything else is based on what way you face.
Yep.
But when you have a turret, you have the ability to just fly around the map shooting at shit.
I think we should sort of lower the firepower for turrets, to be honest.
We should definitely do something. I think the Elite Dangerous does that. It does do
Yeah.
that, so I think that might be a good idea for turrets, as we have to drop the power a bit.
Yeah, the critical hits are not enough.
No, the critical hits definitely aren't enough. Okay,
Right
alright,
then.
we'll have some thought about that over the next couple of days and we'll get that written up.
Okay, I hope everybody's enjoyed this, all 5 of you.
Didn't pimp it as much this week, did we?
Well, I did pimp it a little bit, but yeah. Well, we've had to go up against Mayhem, and Lave Radio is also playing at the moment. So.
Yeah, that's true. So, okay.
But I thought that a playtest here would probably be more productive.
What about the recharge rate on the turret, Rip says?
Recharge rate in the turret, what, only fire once every other turn? Interesting.
It's an idea.
It is.
We shall put that on the table, Rip. Thank you very much. That's quite an interesting idea. Okay, fair enough then. Well, in that case, Colin, I shall let you go before you get in trouble.
I'm always in trouble.
And thank you again for the playtest. And again, we'll talk about this sort of in the next couple of days and get things finalised on it. And probably do another playtest at some point, I would assume.
Yep, probably.
So we'll probably do another one next week. We may do it on the Monday night stream if Colin's available. If not, then we'll probably do it the Tuesday night again. We'll see how things go. Yeah, criticism ripped. You and your negativity. I don't need it. Don't need it.
Right. Good night, everybody, and thank you.
Good night, Colin. Take care. And I'll sign off everybody else as well, while Colin signs off Skype. I shall minimise that window so you can't see it. La la la. Skype video off. Yeah. The intro screen back on. Yes. So thanks guys for watching. Ripped and Edarin, you've been here through the whole thing, so very much appreciated. Edarin, go to bed now. And everyone else, thank you for watching the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on Monday, if not before. Take care, everyone. Good night. Fly safe.